All along the way, I had some mysteries in my life. I think kids knew when I was a teenager that, I might not be the son of John Graham. I asked my mother a couple times, I don't look like anybody else in the family. Why am I named James? There's no James in the Graham lineage. And she said, well, I just like the name James. It didn't add up to me, but now it adds up. And my wife and I went out for a nice dinner, and I said, my uncle, he hasn't been nice to me since, my father died. There's just something wrong. So she said, I'll tell you why. And she said, John Graham wasn't your father. Your father was a Catholic priest. I guess a flash, if you're going to lose your life, you see your whole life. All those things just added up like in seconds. The mystery was solved with all the way I was treated all my life. But then I was relieved at the same time that I didn't have the genes of John Graham. Unfortunately, he never said anything nice to me. I had no interest in anything that I did. One time I was playing pickup football. I was probably about 10 years of age. I got hit, he broke my arm in 2 places. John Graham came about 30 minutes later, and he was very upset with me that I took him away from his business, never asked me how I felt, just jumped all over me because he lost an hour of work by having to come there and sign a document. So I got some medical documents of my father, and there was a little note there in case of emergency, who to call as next of kin, and this nun's name appeared. So I said, she must be pretty close. She finally said, my order, the mission statement is to tell the truth, and that's what I'm going to do today. So she said, I met your father back in the 50s. He had just had a bladder operation that was going south and thought he may not survive. So he said, I have a journal in my desk, here's a key. I want you to take that and destroy it. You can read it first, but I want you to destroy it. And she said, that's when I learned about you. She told me everything she knew about my father, which was, the Grahams wouldn't tell me anything. Here's a stranger. She looked at me the whole time, because I looked just like him. I've written the Superior General twice. I've received the response, and this is a very short response, is that we basically don't have any documents that, say that Father Sullivan fathered a child. If one day they would officially say, I am Father Sullivan's son, that would really be what I'd like them to say.